Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, hello, how are we? It's weekly oracle it's weekly oracle card time. It's 9 p.m. Saturday night, Perth time, and we are going live. So I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes and wait for people to roll on in. I know it's a late one, but I know many of you will be joining in. Many of you have set the alarm ready for tonight. So good evening. Hello. Lots of people already joining in. How are we? How are we enjoying the long weekend so far? I've got my Milo. Hello Instagram, hello Facebook, how are we? Tonight and for the week ahead, from Sunday the 6th of June, we will be working with the Earth Magic Oracle deck. Good evening. Hello. Hi, wonderful people. What a beautiful group that we have in tonight. Happy Saturday evening. I hope you're all doing well. Oh, thank you very much. I've been told I have a voice for radio. I love the Earth Magic deck, and I decided to pick the Earth Magic deck to work with because it's probably been the most popular for readings recently. Lots of people have been picking it to connect with for their own readings that I've been doing, so it feels like a good vibe to work with. Hello. Hi everyone. It is Saturday evening here in Perth, and we are doing our weekly oracle reading for the week ahead from Sunday the 6th through till the 12th of June. Let me know where you're all from, if you're from Perth or if you're from elsewhere. Good evening. Thank you for joining in. The cards are excited. They're ready. Hi everyone. Hello to those just joining in. Lots of people in. Good evening. Oh, there's some familiar names. We are playing with the Earth Magic Oracle deck for the week ahead. For those that have not joined in before, this is weekly oracle readings. I'll be pulling one card for every day for the next 7 days. And I will then be pulling an overview card, which is an extra card just to give us a bit of extra guidance for the whole week. I will also be pairing crystals for each card and day of the week. We're going to give them a good shuffle. Hope you're all enjoying the weekend, having a good one. The long weekend here in Perth, which is lovely. My nephews have finally gone to bed and gone to sleep. Having them over for the long weekend, and it's warming my soul, those two young boys. We're having a good time. But you know how it is when you're that young and you're having a sleepover at someone's house and you don't want to go to bed. Bless them. I love it. Hello, good evening. My goodness, there are so many people in tonight. I was not expecting so many. Lovely to see you all. Thank you all for joining in this evening instead of the usual Sunday morning. Do you prefer it in the Saturday evening, everyone? Maybe I could do it Saturday evening for the week ahead instead of Sunday mornings. Change it up. Lots of people from Perth in the house. We've got Melbourne in the house. Oh, it's nice and late for you over there. How are you going with your lockdown? My goodness. Good evening. All right, we're nearly there. Nearly ready. As I said, I use these cards very regularly and very often, and they're very popular, so they need a good shuffle just so that they're ready for the collective. Oh, I love it. Oh, Good morning in New Zealand. You're already in tomorrow. I love it. Oh, we've got USA in the house. Maryland. That's so cool. Saturday night, Saturday morning. We've got Sunday morning in New Zealand. We've got an incredible group in tonight. Lovely to have you all here. I'm doing really well. I am doing so well, and I really appreciate all the love and support and beautiful messages and energy that I've been receiving. All right. Nearly there. I feel like doing a bit of this as well. We will be starting the reading with a card for tomorrow, Sunday, the 6th of June. We are heavy into Gemini season. We are in the middle of Mercury retrograde, and it's all happening. The energy is what it is, and we're going to go through and we're going to vibe and we're going to see what the week has to say. Are we ready, everyone? Tomorrow, Sunday, the 6th of June. Our card for the day is the Dragonfly and Emergence. I really adore the Dragonfly because it's got so many levels of messages that come with it. It brings a message of really beautiful transformation. The Emergence card is really coming out because dragonfly eggs are like laid in swampy water, right? And then they come out and they're agile and fast and nimble and are really, really amazing in the way that they fly around and work. So it's a really beautiful sign of coming out of the muck and the mire and sort of the swampy slowness and being able to move quickly and being more agile and being more forward, having more action. I love it. You can actually see her coming out of the swampy water. I really like the Dragonfly. It's always a positive thing. It's always a really uplifting thing. As a start of the week card, as a Sunday card, it's a really, really lovely way of moving forward. It's in this waning period between full moon and new moon, it's really important to remember the transition. You know, we're transitioning from what we're letting go of and what we have been letting go of and transitioning into what we're then stepping into and what is new. So this is a really beautiful card for Sunday, for tomorrow, the Dragonfly, as we are in that sort of step. We're in that sort of step from that huge, epic, traumatic, crazy full moon eclipse. And we're moving towards a new moon where we can start fresh again. It's going to be always challenging, but it's like a really nice transition from water to air energy, so less sort of feeling and a little bit more thought driven, which is nice and appropriate for Gemini. Crystal wise, I would recommend something like for the mind, I would recommend sapphire or dumortierite or iolite, tanzanite, any of those really beautiful dark blues, lapis, sodalite, even shattuckite, any of those energies for really pushing through the mind and helping it to unlock and transform and open up and be really agile. I also like carnelian as a transformative energy. You can go really crazy and then go for like malachite, epidote, or moldavite as well, because they're all really good transformative energies. Any of those three, pair it with something like herkimer diamond, selenite, or moonstone. I hope that makes sense. Transformation's awesome, but you know, when you're working with yang, add a bit of yin. So that was Sunday, the 6th of June. We are rolling forward, and our next card is for Monday, which is the public holiday here in WA, and it's the top of the deck. Eagle and communion. This is beautiful. This is that connection. Connection to our higher selves, connection to spirit, connection to our guides, connection to our angels, connection to those that are watching over us, connection to the universe. Whatever it is that you want to call it, whatever it is that you feel connected to, whatever it is that makes sense to you personally, Monday, it's all about that connection. It's all about how you are taking the time to make sure you are making that connection, you're meditating, you are taking that time out to ensure you are working at your best by being connected to your higher self. It's a really beautiful, powerful time around us. When we are linked and when we are connected and when we are open in any way, shape or form, but especially in this way of communion, we are open to guidance, we're open to that aid, we're open to that support, that help that we need, that we crave, that we desire. And on Monday, the universe is saying, I am with you, I am guiding you, I am helping you, I am trying to connect to you, I am here if you ask, I am here if you just wish to connect, I am here and I am ready to work with you if you are as well. It's don't be afraid, let yourself connect, let yourself be open, let yourself ask. Don't be afraid to ask for help, especially of the universe, especially if you're not feeling comfortable asking a person, being vulnerable with a person. Be vulnerable with the universe, be vulnerable with your guides, your higher self. Be really raw about what it is that you want, need, desire, and require. Don't be afraid to get a bit ugly. Don't be afraid to cry, get angry. Be really real and raw about what it is that you're trying to create and manifest, what you're frustrated by, what you're trying to push through, what you're blocked by, what you're still figuring out is blocking you, why you're still unable to let go of whatever it is. It's up to you. You know what's going on in your life personally. I don't. This is just an overview for you. With the eagle, it's also telling you to take a higher perspective. Get out of yourself. Separate yourself from the human side of things. Get up, get out, and look at things from above. Look at the big picture, look at the higher perspective, and let yourself feel clearer by doing so. There is a scene that I will always love out of The Hobbit, where they're going through the forest and they all get lost because, it starts to send them all hazy, and then Frodo climbs a tree, gets a clear head, and they realise that, they're a lot further along than they realise. They're actually a lot further and closer to where they thought. So it's not that far. We can clear through, we can break through what is holding us back, and there we are. It just takes a moment to stop, climb a tree, get a bit higher, take yourself out of yourself, give yourself a bit of separation from yourself, be objective and compassionate to your situation. The eagle is very good for that. Think seraphonite, think damburite, selenite, scholasite, think Herkimer diamond, Lemurian quartz, think spirit quartz, think rainbow moonstone, really high vibration, crown chakra, and above. Really good clear quartz as well. Just up and out of yourself. Angel aura quartz would be beautiful to work with. Just that, get the thinking mind to sort of be quiet, and get the spiritual mind to open up. I hope that makes sense. For Monday, it's also like reinforcing the fact that, because we are going to be moving quickly, because things are changing around us, and because we are emerging from the past, if we're not connecting to our higher self in the big picture, we may then fall back into the trap. And you don't want to be doing that, right? Don't be making the same mistakes again. All right, our card for Tuesday. Tuesday is going to be the 8th of June. And we have the ocean. Ooh. I forgot what Tuesday was until just then. So Tuesday is the day of my father's memorial. And the ocean card and ebb and flow. Oh, it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one. There's going to be a lot of emotion. It is a time that we are letting go and we are celebrating. And it is, the ocean goes in and out. The ocean shows us the tide change. It shows us the power of the ocean and the softness. It shows us the ebb and the flow. It shows us the currents. It shows us that things change and go back and move forward, and we have to be fluid. It's okay and necessary to be all up in the feelings, but don't get caught up in the feelings. You know, let the tide go up and let the wave crash and then dissipate. This is going to be let all the tears up and out, let all of the emotion up and out and forward. On Tuesday, it's going to be a big one. And for everyone else, think about in your own life where you need to, let the tide go out, let the ocean crash, where you need to think about the ebb and the flow. Where have you been doing too much and you need to do less? Where have you not done enough and you need to start to create action? Where has there been too much push, not enough pull? Have you been fighting the current? And do you need to just go with it? Think about all those beautiful oceanic energy crystals, like aquamarine for that calm, fluid energy. Think ocean jasper. When you need a bit of grounding with your fluidity, that also helps with a bit of patience of going with it. Caribbean blue calcite, really positive, calm energy. Larimar for that oceanic power. Think aqua aura quartz for that really high vibration oceanic energy. But also think of something like hemimorphite, helps us to go with the flow. Lepidolite, my brain, and amazonite. Teals, turquoises, as well as blues, because they also cover the colours of the ocean. But yeah, think about your own life. Where has there been too much of one thing and not enough of another? Where does that balance need to be recalibrated? Hello, hi, I've seen a few fabulous people just join in, some very fabulous familiar names. Hello, how are we? Lovely to see you. We've got UK in the house, we've got the USA, we've got Australia, New Zealand. We're all sorts of international tonight, and I am living. So we're rolling on into Wednesday, hump day, middle of the week. And our card is the lotus flower and unfoldment, that crown opening, that spiritual awareness, that higher, compassionate understanding of your life and of your own universe and of your own journey. It is that high connection, that communion that we've been focusing on and working with. It's coming to fruition, those connections that we want to make, that enlightenment that we are seeking. We are making developments towards that enlightenment. Each of us is going to be making different steps, different pivots, different openings. So think of your own journey. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. Don't worry about what anyone else is doing and how anyone else is going in their spiritual journey. Think, you know what? If this week I have made a thought pattern change, if I have made a small action towards doing something every day, towards doing something for the future that is for my benefit and for the bigger picture, good on you. Fucking do it, right? It is your turn. It is your time. There's so much chaos going on in the world. There is so much that we all have to deal with. It's so important to focus on your spirituality, your energy, your living your best life. Because you don't know how short it is. Alright, for the lotus flower, for Wednesday, think about beautiful spiritual crystals. Think about amethyst. Easy. Don't overcomplicate it. You can think about tanzanite. You can think about selenite. You can think about angelite and celestite. Apophyllite would be really beautiful. Think white jade or purple jade. Oh, celestial quartz, Brandbergs. They would also be really amazing as well, because they're all about awareness and enlightenment, and you know, we love it. Hello, London. Hello. I hope this is resonating with everyone. I hope this is making sense to your life and what you need. Remember, this is about you. This is about making it make sense to your life. What's happening, what you need, and how your week's going, right? I'm just providing the space for the guidance. All right, so that is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday was the 9th. So Thursday, the 10th of June. Thursday, the 10th of June. Our card is... Ooh, this is very interesting. The DNA. Karma. The healing snakes, kundalini energy, ancestry, history, patterns. What karmic patterns are you dealing with in your life? I can tell you right now. Deaths bring about a whole lot of awareness to karmic patterns, a whole lot of awareness to, oh shit, I should have been doing this, or I need to wake up to this, or I should really be aware of this, or why wasn't I doing that earlier? This is a big wake-up call energy. This is very much, we are dealing with becoming aware of our own karmic energy, our own karmic patterns that we're working through and dealing with. We're all personally breaking shackles, changing patterns, rewiring things and making them better. It's the whole point of the human experience, is coming down, learning, making it better. What are you going to do better than the past? What are you changing? What are you healing? And what are you going to leave as a legacy for those that come after you that is better, that is less shit than before? It's an important thing. I think if we're being myopic and selfish and self-focused and only thinking about our own personal gratitude and goodness, and not really thinking about the bigger picture and other people, it's pointless. It's the wrong kind of selfish. There's the right kind of selfish, which is being self-full and looking after yourself, and doing what you need to do for yourself because it's for the benefit of others, not just being self-focused and being an asshole. I don't know. I can't put it any other way at the moment with my brain. But I hope you make sense. I hope that makes sense to you. Forgive me for my vulgarity on a Saturday night. So this is a big one. Karmic energy and karmic healing and karmic patterns of energy that we're all working through. It's all personal. So what are you dealing with? How are you making things better? Crystal-wise, Mookaite is amazing to work with. Sticktite Serpentine, for me, also known as Atlanticite, is one of my favorites because it really helps us to understand what we're healing. But Serpentine in general is really beautiful to work with. Think about Jade. Think about... What's another good one for karma? Actually, Kyanite is really, really amazing because it helps us with the understanding of alignment. So it's a really good one for karmic energy as well. Think about lapis lazuli, think about Stonehenge stone, think about turquoise, think about these stones that have historical connections of energy. Petrified wood, jet as well would be really great. All of these crystals that connect to a bit of history, a bit of past. Numite and Isua stone as well, I would highly recommend. So that was Thursday, our Thursday card. We are rolling forward. We are continuing. We're rolling into Friday. And our card is, oh goodness gracious. I hope you're ready for Friday because it's gonna be a day. The volcano and volatility. Okay, so I've told this story in a billion readings. I may even have told this in a few of these weekly oracle readings, but I'm going to tell it again. The volcano is an incredible energy that teaches us about the importance of understanding our own power and our own passion and our own fire, and knowing it's okay and acceptable and a necessary part of us. However, if we bottle and if we suppress and if we push down that passion, that fire, that emotion and that energy, the volatility increases and the explosivity becomes much higher. However, if you allow that magma to bubble constantly, slowly, bit by bit, all the time, think about Mauna Kea, think about Mount Etna, think about these volcanoes that are just bubbling and spewing and constantly allowing that energy to flow bit by bit. So it's safe to visit them, it's safe to be around them, it's safe to live near them, mostly because of that constant release of pressure. You know it's not going to build up and do anything crazy. However, there are these other volcanoes that explode rarely, lay dormant, and the build-up of pressure becomes something explosive, something dramatic, something catastrophic. So this is a warning card. This is a warning for everyone. Don't suppress your emotions. Don't let yourself not feel. Make sure you feel the feels. Make sure you let it all come up. Ride the waves. Don't hold on to the waves, but ride them. When you feel passionate about something, follow that passion. Don't hold it back. Don't hold it down. Don't let yourself suppress. I can also give you a really beautiful example of suppressing emotion, especially in regards to death. I remember very vividly all of my grandparents passing through my childhood years up until my 14th birthday, when my final grandmother passed away. And they had all passed away within an 8-9 year period. So I'd watched, as I'd gotten older, they'd all passed away. And I remember at my grandmother's funeral when I was 14, not crying. Not shedding any tears, not shedding any emotion. Feeling, but not crying. And I remember that was the moment that I really had suppressed and began suppressing for my teenage years. I didn't allow myself to cry. In my 20s, I didn't allow myself to cry. I didn't yell. I didn't even get angry. It wasn't something that I allowed myself. I developed a tumor the size of my fist that was benign, that sat behind my heart on my chest. That was cut out. Since then, my emotional volatility is like this, but I write it. If I need to cry in an advert, I'll cry in an advert. If I need to feel, I will feel. If I get a bit angry, I'm going to let myself get a bit angry. I'm not suppressing anymore. I'm not letting that happen again. And I will call it as a warning sign to everyone. Do not suppress, do not hold back. It could also be the new moon. And if it is, that is also it is also the time to express. It is also the time to let it out. It is also the time to say, this is what I want and why. This is where I'm going and why. I'm not holding back anymore. I'm following my passion. I'm following my drive. I'm following forward on the thing that I want because I deserve it. Volcanic energy, crystal-wise, it's simple. Obsidian. Any flavor of obsidian that you feel drawn to, work with it. Rainbow obsidian, black obsidian, snowflake obsidian, mahogany obsidian. Silver sheen, gold sheen. Any of the obsidians are going to be good obsidians on Friday. If you are a fire sign, feel the fire. If you're a water sign, feel the waves. If you're an earth sign, don't suppress. And if you're an air sign, don't try and think your way out of it. I hope that makes sense. Our card for Saturday. Saturday, the final card of the week, the 12th of June. Full moon completion, the end of the week. So with that new moon energy, you better be letting go of the past. Like, this is a check. You were not allowed to bring any of that past forward. You are not allowed to be doing things in the same way anymore. You are not allowed to repeat the same shit anymore. Please, thank you, good night and good welcome. No more. It is so important to know what is good for you, what is right for you, and to change what has not been right, what has not been good, and to make it better, to make it different, to make it right for you, to move forward. It is essential. It is the purpose of this whole thing. The new moon is like, from the full moon to the new moon, we're allowed to digest and then reset. So like at the weekend, Friday, Saturday, it's telling us, you better be done, or you better be completely done. Let it all up, let it all out, let it all go. Purge the fuck out of all of that crap. Release, release, release. Get rid of it. Finish it. Finally. Next week is new. Next week is different. Next week is a change. Next week we'll hit the ground running again. Right? It's a big one. It's eclipse season. It's always gonna be big. My goodness. We always have to deal with it. It's one of those things. When we hit that new moon as well, there is an element of limitlessness, an element of absolute possibility. And it also means there's like ultimate chaos is afoot. So, our overview card. Oh, full moon. Think selenite, think moonstone. Think epidote. Think tourmaline, black tourmaline. But good selenite energy is nice. Good selenite energy is nice. Ultimate chaos is my past couple of weeks. Whew, okay. our final card, our card of overview, our overview for the whole week. What is the theme? What is our overview? What is it that we need to know? Oh, isn't that nice? The overview is that it is about the new moon. This communion, this change, this emergence, this ebb and flow, this unfoldment, this growth, dealing with the karma, the volatility, all of the feels, all of the things. It's all about this new moon. It's all about this new moon energy. New moon in Gemini. We need to think laterally. We need to think differently. We need to think and look at all sides of the situation at once to do the best that we can. We need to stay grounded so we don't let our heads go into the clouds, which is a negative trait of the Gemini. We want to have the positive, balanced energy. We want to be using the swift ability to think about all things at once, the ability to see different sides of the situation and have that duality of things, but in the best way possible. It's important to not think about the past, and especially in a way of holding on to it. Think about the past with fondness, with gratitude, with appreciation, and with the back door very much closing on it so you can move forward. There is one crystal, and it is labradorite. Labradorite is your stone of the new moon, and it is the stone that you should be working with when you're trying to think about these new ideas, this new creativity, your own psychic intuitiveness, your own patterns that you're working through. It's protective, it looks after you, it supports you. And it's just the best crystal to work with. I love the hope, the optimism, the possibility. Pairing the new moon with it could be a sunrise or a sunset. And that's the beauty of oracle cards, is they have that ambiguity. If it's a sunset with the new moon, you're letting go as something starting. Or if it's a sunrise with the new moon, it's a reinforcement of that new. It's your life, it's your reading. It makes sense to you. But labradorite is your crystal to work with. Oh, goodness. That's it, kids. That's it. New moon is our overview. It's a big new moon week. It's all about the new. We're finalizing, we're finishing, we're letting go, and we are ending. With those endings, bring new beginnings, new chances, new possibilities. There is still some chaos afoot. There is still some imbalance that we're trying to find. We're in an air sign during eclipse season, during your retrograde or three. Finding your footing is always going to be difficult. So work with extra grounding stones if you need to. Have smoky quartz on you at all times. Have black tourmaline. Have obsidian. Have nuumite if you want something really strong. If you need black garnet, ruby, red garnet, anything that you need to feel grounded if you need that extra help. I hope this makes sense to you. I hope it makes sense to your life and your own journey and where you're going. It's all about the collective. You are the collective, and this is for everyone. So what's happening in your life? What's going on in your own journey? What are you letting go of and still processing? What are you starting up and where are you moving into? What are you creating and what are you manifesting? Those in the Northern Hemisphere, growth, expansion, sunshine, brightness, summer. Us here in the Southern Hemisphere, introspection, quietness, going inwards, taking our time, doing less for winter. I hope that makes sense. Thank you all for joining me so late in the evening. I will be sharing this to my IGTV, to my Facebook wall, and of course to my YouTube if you want to watch it back and watch it again and again through the week. If you want me to do it more Saturday nights than Sunday mornings, let me know. It could be a thing. There's been lots of you on, so I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the weekend. I hope you all have a wonderful night, day, whatever time it is for you, wherever you are in the world. Thank you all so much for joining in. Yeah. For those in Perth, Crystal Grids The Basics is coming up on Saturday with that one, so that could be good fun. Come along if you would like. I hope to see you there. Otherwise, have a wonderful week, have a wonderful weekend. Peace out. Namaste. Stay safe, stay sane, look after yourselves, and lots of love. Bye, everyone.